Welcome to Des Moines, Iowa. The capital of the Hawkeye State is where we find ourselves today for the 46th Stadium Review as we visit the Iowa Wild, the AHL affiliate of the Minnesota Wild, in their home stadium, Wells Fargo Arena. And of course, this Stadium Review is brought to you in partnership with Pull Tab Sports. Check them out at pulltabsports.com and give us a follow on social media at Pull Tab Sports for all things sports, culture, and entertainment across the Midwest. We're back, we're on the road, and we're stadium reviewing once again. So I recently moved to Minnesota, and back in the spring, had to check out the affiliate of the Minnesota Wild, the Iowa Wild, down in Des Moines. Made the trek down from Minnesota, lots and lots of cornfields along the way, but was pleasantly surprised once reaching the capital of Iowa. It seems that Des Moines is a super underrated city from the short time that I was there, and the Wells Fargo Arena is an absolute gem just off the west side of the Des Moines River. Just from the exterior of the building alone, I was a huge fan of it. As you walk up to the arena, you're welcomed with a big glass panels and a really cool design as you can actually see the contour and the sloping of the seating from the outside of the stadium. And it just looks like a super clean exterior design.
I love a stadium that does a really good landscaping job. Especially like cutting into a stadium like this is actually really cool.
There's a skateboarding park, there's another park, there's a fun bridge. There's so much to do just right outside of the arena. And yeah, it definitely helps that this was later in the season of the springtime. This place probably isn't the best when it comes to winter.
The view is amazing. You got the river right here, nice little public park, the stadium on the other side. Don't sleep on Des Moines.
Well, the east side of the arena faces the water, the west side of the arena faces the street with a much more city landscape. It's pretty cool how they have this sky bridge going across from the arena to the event center just right across the road. Before you go in, it should be noted that this is not just the home of the Iowa Wild, but was formerly the home of the Iowa Stars and Iowa Chomps of the AHL from 2005 to 2009, and the NBA G League Iowa Wolves, affiliate of the Minnesota Timberwolves, have been here since 2007, as well as the Iowa Barnstormers of the IFL Arena Football League since 2008, and the Iowa Wild are the most recent tenants of the group as they started playing here in 2013, after the Houston Aeros got moved to Iowa. Once getting into the arena, I was immediately met with a surprise from the Iowa Wild staff as they had my very own custom jersey for me. And man, I just couldn't get over how sweet this thing was. Got the SAC on the back, my lucky number 22, and even better, it's a game authentic jersey. So this is the same one the equipment man's dealing with, stitching downstairs, getting it stitched up just for me, which is absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much to the Iowa Wild for making this happen. I was super impressed by the concourse as a whole, just how open it was, especially on the side where the river is, how much natural light was able to come through, and the view that you got outside to the river. There's also so much to do in the concourse with this awesome Wells Fargo wagon and a kids zone where they could try out their skills. It was also a superhero night at the stadium, so the mascot was dressed up like a superhero and some superheroes were in attendance. And even better, there were some dogs from a local animal shelter trying to get adopted at the game, and this one was just too cute in its little pajama outfit. The concourse as a whole definitely had to be my favorite part of the entire stadium. It was just very modern, very sleek, very clean, with so many different options and fun things to do. But the biggest thing here was the food. There were so many unique and awesome food stands. When you're walking through the west side of the concourse, oh my gosh, it just smells like a carnival. And each stand was done up with its own unique design and flashing lights, which really just added to that carnival element. So of course we had to try out some of this food, and as always, gotta hit it with the hot dog review. Starting off with the price, it was $5, which would be a 3 out of 5, but ordering off the fun touchscreen gives it an extra point for a 4 out of 5. Presentation just in a normal foil wrapper, 2 out of 5. Let's get to tasting it. The bun was a little on the soggy side and not that great, 2 out of 5. But the dog itself wasn't too bad, a solid 3 out of 5. Tallied up, divide by 2 for a final score of 5.5 out of 10.
That's a good dog.
Not a fantastic dog, but we have certainly had worse, especially here in the state of Iowa. But you know what's better than a hot dog? A corn dog. And my goodness, this was the best corn dog I have eaten in my entire life. Freshly hand-dipped right in front of me, the perfect ratio of meat to batter. I cannot get over how amazing this corn dog is.
Oh my god, that's good. By far the best corn dog I've ever had. It's so fluffy, the batter is incredible. Corn dogs are like the ultimate form of hot dog. because the fun is all around it. That's from Boone, actually. It's not an original quote. I feel like corn dogs should be the state food of Iowa. Like, it's got pig product, it's got corn, everything you could ask for.
If you're at an Iowa Wild game and you don't get a corn dog, you are severely missing out. Now, while we let the corn dog digest, of course, we have to go check out the team store and pick ourselves up a Sweet Puck. You know, I've always looked down upon teams that take their major league affiliate colors and name, such as Iowa Wild, Minnesota Wild, but this alternate logo with, instead of having a bear head, having the state of Iowa with some diverse elements of Iowa and Des Moines in it is absolutely beautiful, and I love this rendition. How they took something from the Minnesota Wild and made it their own. Before the game started, my dude Sean and I were hooked up once again by the staff of the Iowa Wild and got to go down on the bench for warm-ups.
High fives.
Now, I always thought this was something that'd be fun for kids, but the novelty will wear off quickly once you're down there. But I absolutely loved it the entire time, especially as the players were coming off the ice. They'd fist bump us every time, which was so much fun.
Not bad. It was good pocket time.
And we were able to make it up to our seats right before puck drop and had some of the best seats in the house right on the glass. Let's get a good look at the arena itself before the game. So we've got two main bowls here with some suites and clubs mixed in between. Most of the top bowl is blocked off for hockey, but it can fit a maximum of over 15,000 for hockey and nearly 17,000 for concerts, as this is definitely the premier concert arena in the state of Iowa. There were also some ice level suites at one end of the arena where the seating didn't come all the way down to the glass. It is really nice how they made the makeshift clubs with the tables and chairs out of it. It was actually pretty well done when a lot of times you see these rather poorly done. But overall, the seating was pretty typical for an AHL stadium and pretty uniform all around, except for some unique private boxes up in the corners and a private club area high above one of the nets, which we did have access to later in the game. And this gave us a great look over the arena as a whole, and it also comes with some special food and drink deals, but we didn't get up there till the third period when they shut everything down, so that was my bad. The upstairs private club level was actually super beautiful, as they had some really cool designs of some big whiskey barrels. The game definitely did not get off to the start that we wanted, with the traveling Hershey Bears quickly taking the advantage, and to rub some salt in the wounds, there were a ton of Hershey Bears fans there, so credit to them from traveling all the way from Pennsylvania to Iowa.
Hey, you're wearing two hats, you gotta throw one.
Nice booty, guys.
We got slashed.
But on the bright side, we had Crash, the mascot of the Iowa Wild, a cute fuzzy bear dressed up, getting everyone going. The Iowa State Band was in attendance, throwing me back to some of my pep band days. And then one of the most fun in-game video entertainments that I've seen in a while, as they had a horse race on the screen, and each horse had a fun hockey slang name.
Look at those names.
Come on, Biscuit, pull over. Here we go, Biscuit. I have no clue who that was. Biscuit. No one wanted apple. Nobody.
The attendance that night wasn't as good as it could have been, and that was mostly due to the fact that the Iowa Hawkeyes women's basketball team was deep into the NCAA tournament, with Caitlin Clark and company forging for a spot in the finals. So a lot of fans were over at bars or staying home watching the game, and lots of people did take off a little early to catch some of the basketball game. They were even playing the basketball game on a projector in the concourse during the game. And of course, there was quite a large crowd. It started out as a very lopsided affair, and it finished pretty lopsided as well, but the Iowa Wild weren't afraid to put up a fight and started a little bit of a pseudo comeback at the end.
We're coming for you. Let's go, baby. Oh wait, this is pretty fun.
But but it finished with the final score of 7-2 for the Hershey Bears.
Yikes.
But it was still a fantastic time at a really sleek stadium. Thank you so much to the Iowa Wild for having us out. And afterwards, I actually checked out a bar across the way where they had gator bites. They're basically like little chicken nugget bites, but alligator meat. To be honest with you, if I were to pick one place in the world that would have alligator bites, it would not be Des Moines, Iowa. So fair play there, because they were actually delicious. That's all from us in Des Moines, Iowa, and the Wells Fargo Arena, home of the Iowa Wild. Thank you so much for watching. We're back and we've got lots more videos coming up soon. Make sure you hit subscribe, especially if you're from Iowa, because I actually do have quite a few Iowa videos in the hopper coming up soon. Thanks. Bye.